Good afternoon. If you're watching, we already know if England are in the finals of the Euros or if football's not coming home. Today, we're meeting up with the biggest football fans I could find here on the Kirby Estate. We'll speak with the locals, watch the game, and hopefully see an England win. Let's go.
Saka, and it's saved, and Italy are the European champions.
After topping their group, England haven't done things the easy way.
Well, Southgate's gone, hasn't he? He's gone.
Helped on, and it's in!
And came from behind in the quarterfinals against Switzerland.
Saka, with an effort and it's squeezing in at the far post.
Saka.
Trent takes the net off.
Now they play the Netherlands for a place in the final.
If this is what it takes, then we'll do anything.
Wow, this is amazing. This is like a fan park in here.
Well, let's hope it doesn't turn out like that, to be honest with you, because we just want it for the estate only.
Yeah,
But
tell me about it. It looks
good.
amazing.
Thank you. It looks pretty good, to be honest. Hasn't got up as many as we'd like it to, and I'm seeing a new one being put on the wall over there, actually, so it's made the symmetry look a bit uneven.
Right.
I know whose that is, though. That's Rebecca's, and her other half, that's his dream team football team. That is the Star Tavern or something.
Yeah.
So she's put that up today. But yeah, all around the estate, I mean, we've got flags for people that have passed away on the estate as well. We make sure they're remembered as well.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of the other nations' flags have been taken down. We did have a Turkey flag, a Portugal flag,
They're all
and a German
hiding now.
flag. They took them down quite quickly.
Yeah, so the English have taken over.
Well, it is England. We've still got the Scottish one flying high.
Yeah.
The Scottish one over there. We have got an Albanian one up, but I think they might have taken that down now. Yeah, that's gone as well.
But that's the thing about this estate. Usually when you see the England flag, it's associated with sometimes about right-wing politics and all that kind of stuff. But you're far from that, are you? All
No,
about the
completely.
football.
We've had all that, all the comments you can imagine over the social media over the years. We've had far right, Tommy Robinson, blah blah blah. Emily Thornberry wouldn't look like this. Sadiq Khan's worst nightmare. I wouldn't walk through there on my own.
Yeah.
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
Absolutely rubbish. I mean, this just happens to be our flag for our England football team. And we will put it up. You change that to something else, we'll put that up as well.
Yeah, and growing up, it was never like that. Anyway, you paint your face in red and white. You'd have the flag.
Cheers, mate. Nice one. Yeah, it was never. I mean, I remember back in '96. I mean, I was 18 back then, something like that, and it was popping off in England because it was obviously over here as well. It was absolutely fantastic. People were putting red crosses on their white bonnets. White van man were doing it. People putting St George crosses in their hair.
Yeah.
People had them flags that you're not allowed to put up no more in the back of their cars, in the windows. Yeah, and it just died. It completely died. And like when I moved on here, I saw Geraldine. She put a flag up outside her house, and then Alan put a flag up outside his house. She put a couple more up her side. Alan put a couple more up his side, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This takes me back. We got to do this. We got to do it properly. We got to get involved."
We've done it for years, and it weren't until one year a delivery driver came round and filmed it and put it on social media, and that's when the press got involved, because before we just used to do it and no one really knew about it, to be honest. But yeah, it's just snowballed from there, really.
So I got involved, and the first time we'd done it, it was just this side of the estate that was done completely. Like every balcony had a flag.
Right.
And then over the years, trees have been taken away in the middle, so it exposed that side of the estate. And then back in 2018, there was trees down the bottom there. They were taken away, which opened that up, and I thought, whoa, we got to do the entire estate.
Yeah. What has it been like during this Euros? Because being here now, it feels a bit like a fan park. I think Harry Kane's going to walk out the door in a minute.
That was the dream, right? With the trophy, it would be nice as well.
Yeah.
It's honestly, we haven't done anything so far. We kept it indoors.
Yeah.
And to be fair, our performances haven't warranted us to get like excited, where we just have to do something. But fingers crossed we get to the final.
Yeah.
Sorry, when we get to the final,
Yeah.
come Sunday, that's when this estate will go to town, and we'll all pull together. People from whatever country they're from, they'll bring food down from their own countries. We'll have popcorn machines, we're going to have a disco, we'll have bouncy castles for the kids, we'll have a barbecue. Obviously, fingers crossed we'll have the football on. One sec. Al, do you think you can get some sand?
Oh yeah, well, I'll give it one thing as well.
B&Q. Couple of bags, just so we can weigh that down. Sorry, you can chop that bit, can't you? That's planning. We're planning. We're active. Yeah. So that when the flags went up, we went door to door, and we knocked on everyone's door and said, "Look, do you mind us putting a flag up outside your house?" And everyone said yes. And I said, but if you're not from England, listen, go and get the flag you're from, or we'll get it for you, and we'll put it up for you.
Right.
So I mean, at the moment, in fact, there's still a French flag up there. They haven't taken theirs down actually yet, even though after last night, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
And like people went and got their flags, and what they didn't ask us to take ours down. As you can see with the French one, they asked us to move it to the side and move theirs next to ours because they appreciate what we do on here as well.
Okay.
And we thought it was really, really nice.
No, it's good. There's a real like sense of community here, very inclusive. You've got all the different flags up.
Yep.
It's good to see because like, I guess with social media, usually everyone's in their own little bubble at times, but you're saying you're knocking on people's doors to get the flags up. It's good to see.
I mean, if you look at this estate, we're forced to look at our neighbours because you've got front doors here and front doors there. So when we open our front doors, we're going to see each other. We're all on this estate for a reason, whether it be good or bad, and we just make the most of the hand we've been dealt at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd all like nice to be living in big mansions and whatnot, but it's not the case. So we muck in and do what we got to do. I mean, what we do as well, if you notice around the bins, whatever tournament is on, we always make sure every single team is represented.
So these are all the Euro flags?
Yep, that's the Euro
Germany,
24 teams.
Italy,
Yeah, that goes all the way around the bin shed.
They haven't been cut off yet, does it?
No. We would never do that. I mean, we should, as they get eliminated, we should go and cut them down and make you right. But no, we don't. We just leave them up.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the tournament, hopefully, well, they will come down eventually.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll start fading. That's the problem with the flags; they fade. So we have to make sure they come down.
But you were telling me off camera that it was raining a couple of days ago, so you can't take the flags down. So
No.
that's maybe a good omen.
Oh, don't. Well, it should be raining now, then, shouldn't it? No, because if we do take them down and they're wet, we have to leave them to dry, and then they can, like, the eyelets, they rust because they're not the best quality in the world.
Right.
They rust. And then if we put them away wet, then the eyelets will go onto the flags and it will stain the flags. But luckily, the ones on the wall we don't have to take down.
Yeah, tell me about these paints as well. You got Eze here, so you got Kirby. I mean, fitting name as well.
Well, that was the first one to be done, the Frank Kirby one. The fella that does them, Merwall's Mark, I contacted him after the Euros and I said to him, mate, like, I've seen some of your work. Please, if you ever find yourself in Bermondsey, come and see us.
Yeah.
Like, we'd love one. I didn't even think that how much he'd charge me or if it would cost anything or if he'd come and do it for free.
Yeah.
And I told him what we was about and he went and Googled us and looked at all the photos and all the exposure we've had, and he just felt compelled to come down here and gift us a mural.
Right. So this is massive. This must have taken a while to make, eh?
Do you know what? It took us longer to paint the wall white.
Really?
That's the crazy thing about it. I mean, what they do, I mean, when you stand back there, you're greeted by her face. So she's keeping an eye on the estate, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we had to prep that wall. We had to paint that wall white the night before he came.
Okay.
And then basically what they come at night time. And they sketch the image from a projector onto the wall.
Oh no way, okay.
But just the outline.
Yeah.
And then the following morning they come round and they literally stand there with a phone, looking at the picture and just spraying it and detailing. I mean, up close it looks okay, but the further back you get, it just looks so. I mean, the size of it, it's just like, it immerses you. It's like, wow.
It's the first thing you see as you're coming in from the estate.
That is the idea. That as soon as he come onto the estate, he went, that's the wall I want to paint on. I was like, brilliant, let's go.
Yeah.
So that was done for the Euro 22, when at the start of the tour. In fact, tomorrow, it was 2 years ago that was done.
Really?
Yeah, 2 years ago tomorrow.
We got to win now.
So that was done just at the start of the Women's Euros. Then when the ladies got to the final, Mark said, should we do another one?
Yeah.
I was like, well, what do you want to do? He said, well, I've just got something in mind. And he wanted to do something on that wall there because it was next to Frank Kirby.
Right.
And we went with the lion's eyes.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's like a Saka Street or something out in England or...
Well, there is a Saka mural.
Is there?
Yeah, there's, if you go up to the Vinegar Yard at London Bridge, you've got Saka, Rashford and Southgate on one of the walls there. And I think there is another Southgate one somewhere, but obviously this is Kirby because obviously the Kirby is...
Perfect.
The amount of people that doesn't associate, they go, why have you got Kirby? Why have you got Frank Kirby on your wall?
Yeah.
Go on, take your time. And they still cannot, even like his supposed intelligent people can't work out why we chose her. Because Mark likes to do something from like the current tournament. So obviously because it was Euro 22, he said, well, it's got to be Frank Kirby. Yeah. I mean, she's not from round here, she's from Reading originally. Because of the name, it just had to be done.
Yeah,
and like we think it looks pretty cool, to be honest.
Did the neighbours argue who's got the biggest flag in the area?
That's the biggest flag at the moment in the garden there. That's like a 10 foot by 6 foot flag that we've had customised as well.
Right.
But yeah, no, we set up a GoFundMe page just to try and get some money for some extra flags. We never wanted to do it. But people kept saying to me, set up a GoFundMe page. And I was like, no, it's not what we're about. We do it ourselves on here. We never ever outsource anything. We always do it in-house.
Yeah.
So everything you see we do on here, obviously apart from the murals, we do ourselves. Like when we put the screen on, we do ourselves the food, everything. The DJ lives on here. We've got singers on here. But when it comes to the flags, we just couldn't afford it. Like, obviously with the cost of living and all that, the way everything's gone up in price. We thought, all right, we'll do it. Everyone kept saying it, we'll do it. I said, and I put out there, I said, listen, we don't expect a fiver, but if you feel the need and you'd like to, we're like eternally grateful. It'd be amazing, thank you.
Definitely, yeah.
And within like a day, we had like 400 quid. I was like, oh blimey. And then what we said, we set a target for £500, and that'd be enough to buy the flags and do all the bits and pieces we wanted to do.
Yep.
And then anything over that, we was going to fund our park. We had in the back of our mind that our park's been shut for 3 years. It's been padlocked shut because it's been deemed unsafe by the council. Even though it's supposed to be maintained by the council, they turned around and said, no, you ain't got enough money to do it.
Yeah, a lot of places I've seen recently, are lacking funding, even small things like a park. But
yeah, but I mean, the kids that live on it says they've got nowhere safe to play.
Yeah.
So the idea was to anything. We've been applying for grants over the last couple of years. The council told us it's going to cost about 50 grand to get the park redone completely. But I've had people arguing with me, it won't cost that much. You could just put grass in there. I said, well, grass ain't really going to work in this day and age with kids playing on there. And we were told that the floor alone would cost £10,000. So we applied for like grants through the council, and the first year we got given £10,000 that the council still hold, and then the second year we got £12,000, which is not even half. So like I said, anything we got over the £500, which we don't expect a lot, we'll just save it and we'll put it towards the park.
Yeah.
So currently we've got like, I think £1,100 in our account. We've used some for the flags, like we said we were going to do, and then the rest we're going to put towards the estate, to the park to get it done. But what we're thinking we're going to do, because the money we got, there's no point leaving it like this. We're going to try and do something with what money we got. So we're going to take everything out, have the whole floor done properly. We're having the gate moved from over there to over here, so it's safe for the kids to get into, so they don't have to cross the cars.
Yeah.
And then whatever we've got left after that, we're going to get the fence painted, preferably red and white.
Red and white,
It'd be nice, wouldn't it, right? And then whatever we've got left, we're going to put something in the park so the kids can do something, even if it's just a couple of swings, so they can do something.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep trying to raise money, and as we go down the line, we'll keep putting more in there and see where we end up. Hello. Hopefully, as long as the wind don't like pearl off like a tornado like it has been. Well, we've just got sand everywhere at the minute, but we're going to need more because it keeps moving. No, but it's bloody windy.
Who's helped set all this up? So you got the screen later to watch the game. Has everyone kind of chipped into all the bits and bobs?
Because of the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
We took a little bit out to buy that. It was only like 20 quid.
Okay.
But I have got an inflatable one, a giant inflatable one. But the problem being, because of the wind, it'll disappear.
Can't keep it. Yeah.
So we spent money on that. I've got the projector. Like I say, everything we do in house. So my friend's given me these. I've got all the sound equipment. I've got my own speakers.
All coming together,
coming together and chipping in. Like all our friends come and help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like later, this will be hopefully. Screen will be on.
Jam-packed. And you got the media as well. You've been busy this morning as well, haven't you?
It's been non-stop. We've had we had this morning down early doors.
Yeah.
So we've been on this morning. Then we had ITV News come down. They've been down. I've just done a radio interview with BBC Radio London. I've had to send a video to BBC London News so they can put it out tonight. You're here.
Yeah, the best of the best.
Amazing. And then we've got Dutch TV coming down to spend the afternoon and evening with us, which is a bit mad.
Yeah.
They're not. They said they were going to be about 11:30, but they're not here yet, so I'm not sure where they are. But unless they're running scared.
Yeah, basically turned into a national treasure for the day.
Yes. Yeah, an infamous national treasure.
Yeah.
But you wanted to look at that one?
Yeah, this is amazing. I love this big.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
Big flag.
We when we purchased a load of the flags with some of the GoFundMe money. We bought 98 extra 5x3s, which is what's on the balconies. We got 10 6x4s in with it, which are on the stairwells.
Yeah.
And then also in there was a giant 10x6 flag. And I thought, we need to use some money and go and get that personalised. So we took it to a local sign print shop down in the Blue, which is just down the road from us, and asked him to put our hashtag Kirby Estate on there.
Nice.
And we're waiting for it to go up on the wall. That's not supposed to be there. That's just been put there today.
Yeah.
But where the scaffolding is over there, that shouldn't be there by now. We've asked for that to be taken down for the last couple of weeks, and the company's let us down. They promised us it would be gone by Friday, just gone. It's now Wednesday and it's still here.
Yeah.
But once that comes down, it's going to go right in the middle on the corner. So it's going to be like we call that the focal point, the photo opportunity spot.
Right.
So we're going to put that there.
I want to see this flag at the next World Cup. I want someone to take it. Let's have it on there.
When I thought about having this done, I thought, is there any way I know anyone who's going over there who could take a flag and just pin it on the side for me?
That would be wicked. Yeah.
Yeah, and it needs to happen. In fact, it will be. But in fact, I should go, right?
Yeah, you should, yeah.
But then I couldn't because I need to be here.
Yeah.
I need to watch it on here. I don't know. I mean, I say superstition. We ain't won nothing yet, but
We get a fan. We get one of the fans to go take this
that'd be
big flag.
crazy if we could take someone. Not that one. Just a smaller one, maybe. That one's got to stay here. But yeah, because again, with the printing on there, we can do that in house as well.
Okay.
We've got our own sweatshop on here that we can make
really?
t-shirts.
Okay.
We've got merch.
So again, people come together on the estate, all doing all
We've
sorts.
actually got mugs,
Yeah.
like mugs with Kirby Estate on.
Oh,
We've
wicked.
got t-shirts we've had made.
Yeah.
What else we got? Obviously, we can make stuff.
Oh, nice. If you want a Kirby Estate merch, message Chris.
Well, do you know what? When we had the Euro 21 final, we had about 80 t-shirts. We had red ones and white ones. All right, and we had them all lined up. And what we was doing, we was just asking the estate to just make a donation, and they can have a t-shirt. But there was people walking through that day. It was like an absolute. It was mental. We had like celebrities walking through here.
Really?
And like just so many random people. Because the final was at Wembley, it's on the Jubilee line.
Right.
So they could just hop off at Bermondsey, come and have a look, and then make their way to Wembley. And we had people trying to buy the t-shirts. And in our head, we're thinking we've missed a trick here. We could have made an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
But
could have paid for the park.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But no, it didn't happen. But yeah, we like I said, we always try and keep stuff in house.
Yeah.
So we can utilise everyone's talents, shall we
Yeah.
say? But yeah, so this is it. This is the Kirby Estate.
No, I love it, mate. Honestly, thanks for showing me around. Really, really nice. I mean, you don't really get to see anything this patriotic around the country, and you guys are flying the flag.
Do you know, I wish other estates would and other people would. I mean, when I'm driving around, as soon as I see a flag up on someone else's house, I think, yes, that's what I want to see. But it's normally just one house in a road.
Yeah.
Where you want to see it, a few houses or something like this. I mean, there was an estate over in Feltham that tried it a couple of years ago. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they tried, and it wasn't like this. Don't get me wrong, being biased, but they made an effort, and like, hats off. That's what we want to see. Exactly that. We want to take it back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
When people weren't afraid to put the flag up, when it had no ulterior motive other than supporting Gareth or the Lionesses at football.
And final predictions for tonight. Tough game against Netherlands. Probably the toughest opponent England have faced in the Euros so far. What are you going for?
Well, I keep listening to stories, and like apparently Holland haven't been playing that well. And I'm thinking, I didn't watch it. I was listening to it when they played France, and it sounded like one of the most amazing games ever held in the Euros.
Yeah.
And it was 0-0.
Right.
But I genuinely believe if England score first, I think we'll be fine. If Holland score early, I don't know. I mean, again, we've gone behind in a few games and we've come back and done the job.
I can't take penalties anymore. I think that's it.
Well,
I'm done
after
with
our
it.
penalty shootout the other day, I'm happy for penalties because I know we ain't. Well, no, I'm not saying
heart
nothing. I'm
isn't
not saying
ready.
nothing. But then penalties the other day. I mean, Cole Palmer takes penalties for Chelsea, Saka for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Who's the other fellow who takes penalties? Tony takes them for Brentford.
Yeah, he was.
Bellingham's just a baller and Trent's just Trent. He larruped it. I think that Trent's penalty was the second hardest shot of the Euro so far.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you ain't saving that.
Yeah, no.
So if it does go to penalties, I feel quite strong, quite confident.
Good. And for the final, do you reckon we're going all the way this year?
Oh, it's coming home. It's got to, isn't it? What's the point of us doing this, right? Just once in my lifetime, please bring it home for the men. Women have done it. It's down to the boys. And when they do, come down here with a trophy.
England, I think 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
Take the extra time or in the 90 minutes?
Oh, extra time, I think.
Extra time.
Yeah, they'll keep us on the edge of our seats like they did on Saturday, I think.
So we've got Anna from Dutch TV. Predictions for the game today?
Holland is going to win, of course. I mean, the Orange Army is all out in Berlin. You can see the whole country in Holland is behind the Dutch team. So I think Holland is going to win. But you know, I shouldn't be saying that in this environment. Really.
Yeah. What's it like back home? What's the crowd reactions? What's everyone saying?
I think the Dutch team is very much supported by the whole country. You can see that, you know, all the streets are sort of decorated in orange. People are getting home from work early. Also, Germany, where the game is being played, is quite close to Holland. So on the Dutch border, it's very crowded. Traffic jams on the train stations. Everybody's heading to Germany to celebrate tonight.
Yeah, and obviously if Netherlands do lose, what are you going to do? Because obviously you're in England, no hiding.
Well, I'm actually preparing for the Dutch goals, to be fair, and I just have to be really quiet, I think.
So you've snuck into the Kirby Estate behind enemy lines.
Yes, I will be. But then again, I would be really happy for England if they would win. So
you're just saying that.
I have to say that.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it would be fun. You know, it's just fun.
I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit weak.
All right, so I've been on a wild goose chase to find a bar, and I finally found one. So now we're going to drink up and watch the game with some of the England fans. Shoot! Shoot! Oh! Hey! That's a penalty! So that's a penalty! Just over the bar. But it looks like it could be a penalty. And it stands up one of the Dutch defenders. Oh, it could be a penalty! It could be a penalty! Alright, let's see what the ref does. Remember, in the last game, 5 penalties, no misses. And Harry Kane, the man who didn't take the penalty against Switzerland, is going to step up.
76 penalties scored.
They showed on the screen his last 9 penalties, he scored them. Harry.
So is the nation.
There he goes, Harry Kane.
It's for Patriotic.
Go on, Harry.
It's Harry Kane.
Come on, England! Wow! She's shot into the box. That's consistency, not really. The keeper. Alright, guys, that's going to be half time just about. No matter what, half 1-1. Foden has come alive. Wow. Alright, lads, what do you reckon about the game? 1-1, but do you reckon we'll get the job done?
Bit ropey, but we'll get there in the end, I'm sure.
I think we're absolutely battering them.
Yeah.
Scarily sore.
It's quite worrying.
We went 1-0 down, but then we came alive after that.
Yeah, we sure did.
Foden's turned up.
Foden's turned up.
So very good. Good shot, eh? Close, yeah.
Both
Unlucky not to score.
Saka and Foden looking very promising. So yeah, looking good for the second half.
Yeah, he's alright, he's doing alright. Kane's nowhere though.
No, he scored, mate.
Yeah, but he's nowhere.
Yeah, but nah.
He's on the penalty.
Snowden's been better. Snowden has been better. He's
Kane.
He's got 3 goals.
Kane's
playing right today.
Well, yeah. It could be Saka, but Foden, it could be the one, man.
He's the man today, I think.
Do you know, bring on Trent, man. Bring on Trent.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hot tour on that thing, man.
It's football. It's football. That's the wrong channel.
They're playing so narrow. We've got room, so when we switch it, we look really, really good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to change after half time because they're going to say don't give us so much room.
Yeah.
But feeling optimistically good, which is awkward and horrible.
England were definitely the better side.
What's that?
England were definitely the better side.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's good to actually see England actually coming out and playing.
Yeah, I think it's the first time we've actually seen them like have some bollocks and go for it.
Without a doubt, this is the first game they've actually come out and actually tried to play. It was good to see that.
Not to shit at all.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're going to do it in the 90 minutes or extra time? What are we saying?
Not again.
Extra time. Extra time.
I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. No, I want Saka, another goal in the left corner.
90 minutes, 2-1 England.
Penalties. I think penalties all the way England.
Yeah, it is penalties.
No. It's going the distance. Penalties.
Irons!
I love England.
Yeah.
With all my heart.
Do you think England will win?
Of course.
What's the score going to be?
Sorry?
What's the score going to be?
What?
2-1, 3-1? How many?
2-1.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
90 minutes.
Who are we predicting to score?
Declan Rice.
Yeah.
£5 returns 85 quid. Come
We
on.
love it.
Tony, off on the bench in the 80th
Bring him on.
minute.
Harry Kane's getting another one, Golden Boot winner, win the whole lot. Happy days, England's coming home.
It's coming on. Vindaloo.
If you asked me before the game, I said to the boys, 1-1, normal time, go extra time, all pens, and England would win. But watching that 90 minutes, I think we've got enough to win in 90
They're
minutes.
there for the taking.
Yeah, they're there for the taking.
Is it coming home?
It's always coming home, man.
It's coming home, mate! It's coming home! It's coming home! It's coming! Football's coming home!
Who's going to win?
The Dutchies, of course.
90 minutes or extra time?
Extra time.
Right, guys, it's been about 5-10 minutes in the second half now. And England have been really solid at the back. They've come out strong. It's a little bit tense. Not too much has happened, but I feel like England are going to play the long game. I can see this going into extra time. All the fans I've spoken to, they've got it done in 90 minutes, so fingers crossed. It's been the Netherlands for the past, say, 10 minutes. It's the first time I've had the ball. But about 10 minutes left as well, but England have been a bit flat. Netherlands have had a few half chances here and there. Little run, go on! In the box! Netherlands had a chance, England had chances, but it looks like we're going to extra time. Oh man. That's what we're saying into the final.
Hey, look, do you know what? Spain ain't that good.
We're going to win it.
We're going to fucking beat
the best team in the world by a country mile. There's no man, bother their mother, that can beat England. You listen to me, you listen now. We will batter them 4-0 in the final in Berlin. And I'll be there. I'll fucking be there. Don't you worry about that.
And lads, it looked like we're going into extra time, but we got it out of the bag, didn't we?
Oh, mate.
What for this?
So Ollie, it was the subs. Cole Palmer into Ollie Watkins, turn and finish, bang. Yeah. Everyone was calling for it, and it happened.
Who's that?
Listen. Carry England.
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, mate.
Oh, boy. Podcast. We don't do podcasts down here, baby.
Podcast, mate. What are we saying about the result? Into the final, playing Spain?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Light work.
Mate, if we play like we do when we're 1-0 down, we'll win it. Yeah. Play like that from the jump and we'll win the whole thing.
Amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing.
I've lost my voice, but it looked like it's going to extra time.
I lost my virginity in that game.
But it looked like it's going to extra time. We pull out the bag.
Unbelievable. Absolutely fucking unbelievable.
And that was
the genius of Southgate. He knew all along. That's his game plan. He was going to do that.
We still believe, Bobby.
But that should never have been a penalty.
Is it coming home?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Of course, or you like tapas. Or you like tapas. It's coming home. Of course it is.
Or you like tapas. One or the other.
Hello, everyone. Never in doubt. Watkins, Kane, great substitution. Gareth Southgate's a genius. No one wanted those subs any earlier than that. Perfect time.
Live by the sword, die by the sword, and tonight he came out on top.
On top. Yes!
What are we saying about the final? Is it coming home?
It's coming home. Let's go to Berlin, everyone. Come to Berlin. To Berlin. We're leaving tomorrow.
Listen to me, listen good. Any man from Spain, come here. I'll fight any man. Any man from Spain, come here. I'll fight any one of them.
Hi guys, that was England win to the final. My voice is gone, so I'm going to head home. But man, what a day, what a game. See you for the next one. Hey!